Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about traversing a tree. So this is an example for a tree. A tree is a non-linear data structure. So as you guys can see, there are several parts in tree. So I'm going to name them for you. This right here, we call this element the root. And in binary trees, there are always two separate parts. We call them subtrees. So this part right here, we call this the left subtree, and this part here, we call this section the right subtree. And these small elements, we call them a child. So in a binary tree, we can find two types of children. So we are going to name them left child, and this will be the right child. In a binary tree, you have to always maintain this setup, which means always the left child should be a number or a value that is less than the root, and this right child should be always a number which is greater than the root. In this example, as you guys can see, I have taken 2 as the root, and number 1 is lower than number 2, so it is the left subtree, or else we can say it as it is the left child, and number 7 has become the right child since it is greater than 2. So what is tree traversing? The tree traversing refers to the process of traveling each node. A node is these elements. We can take each of these elements as nodes. So the tree traversing refers to visiting each node only once. So there are mainly 3 types of traversing a tree, which are pre-order, in order, and finally post-order. Now we are going to take a look at each of these individually and then try to understand what they mean and what is the process of visiting each node in this tree. Okay, so if we first take the pre-order method, in pre-order we visit our node when we first meet it. For example, let's say now I am going to start my visiting with the left side first, and then after that only I am going to do the right side. So in this example, as you guys can see, first I meet the node number 2, so I am going to pay a visit. So I am going to mark it like this, and then I am going straight, and then I will be met by number 1, and I am going to visit it as well. Likewise, I am going again. Now I also meet number 2, but I am not going to visit it since we have already visited it once. Likewise, I am going again, and then I visit number 7, and then number 5. I don't have to visit number 7 since I have already done it. So I am going back and visiting number 8. And finally, my pre-order sequence is over. So if we write the elements or the node values here, which will be number 2, 1, and number 7, 5, 8. These are my pre-order values in this tree. Next, let's see what in order is. Now in order, we do not visit our nodes at the beginning. So what we do is we visit them in the middle. So let me demonstrate you. So I'm coming like this, and I do not visit number 2. I go straight to number 1, to the leftmost child, and then I'm going to visit number 1, and then only I'm going to visit number 2. Since now I am in the middle of number 2. Likewise, do the same. I am not going to visit number 7, but I'm going first for the left child, and then I'm going to pay a visit in the middle of 5, and then I'm going to pay a visit to number 7, and then number 8. Not yet, I'm not going to visit number 8. At this point I'm going to visit, so I marked it, and finally I'm going to finish like this. So if we take the numbers, first I have visited number 1 and 2, 5, 7, 8. So finally, let's see what post order means. Post order refers to when we visit the nodes in the end. So let me demonstrate as earlier. First I am going for the left child, and only when I am about to finish visiting the left child, I am going to pay a visit. Likewise, I am going for number 7, but not yet, I am not going to visit it. Number 5, I am going to visit once my route is over, and again I am going to visit number 8 once my route is over here. And when I am going, once I have finished all of its children, I am going to pay a visit to number 7. And since this whole tree is now done, I have only left to visit number 2. So I'm going to finish this by visiting number 2 as well. So the numbers or the nodes to this post order method would be number 1, number 5, and number 8, number 7, and finally number 2. So those are the main 3 methods of traversing a tree. Next we are going to talk about level order traversal sequence. In order to do this, I have written another example which is also a binary tree. As you guys can see, the left child of this root is less than the root number, and the right child is greater than the root. Same goes with this as well. I have taken 20, and since 19 is lesser than 20, it has come to the left child, and since 30 is greater than 20, it has become the right child of this subtree. Okay, so in order to do this level order traversal tree, we are going to use the path like the letter Z. So that means I'm going to start with the left child, with the left side. So first like this, and finally I'm going to end like this. So this would be my path. So if I use this and implement this method here, likewise. So first I'm going to mark number 12 here, and after that, since I'm going from left to right, I would have to mark number 5, and then number 20. Same thing goes here, 19 and 30. So the values of this level order traversal sequence would be number 12, 5, 20, 19, and finally 30. So this is it. These would be the numbers of level order traversal sequence method. this would be the end of my data structure video series. So if you guys have any questions about data structures, please leave them in the comments, or else if you have any questions about traversing a tree, I hope you guys can leave a comment in the comment section below. Thank you for watching my videos. Bye bye.